Here's Jay.
Yep.
Jay Spivey is with us from North Carolina. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
What up, gentlemen?
Jay Spivey, is the city still smoldering?
Well, I believe I told y'all this last week that this was going to happen.
You've been telling me this for 2 years. You've been telling me this on our show for 2 years.
Yeah.
Look at the teams they've lost to this year.
New Orleans.
And look at the teams they've beaten this year. The
Rams.
Saints swept them.
Yes.
The Saints.
The New
swept
Orleans
them.
Saints swept Carolina. Piece of breaking news from our Jets insider, Ryan McCoffey.
Steve Wilks.
Jets have fired Steve Wilks.
Is that a Madden decision, or they finally made a decision on their own?
That's Steve Wilks gets fired for every job he's in.
Mm-hmm.
As I
Every
told
job.
y'all numerous times, all those people that whine down here that he should have got the Panthers coaching job. How's that working out now?
Because y'all know the only decisions they make is the ones they get off of Madden when they super sim the season.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks, the man, quote unquote, the man, the myth, the legend, has been fired from every job he's had.
And
Every
apparently
single
Shanahan
one.
hated him.
Apparently, who?
Shanahan canned him.
He did. I can confirm that. Not only did Shanahan, we're talking about Kyle Shanahan, not only did Kyle Shanahan hate him, John Lynch hated him, and so did the team.
That's why he
In
got
an interview
thrown out on the
with
street.
in a conversation with Greg Papa, the fabulous voice of the 49ers on Papa and Lund, Greg Papa said he lost, even though they went to the Super Bowl, he lost the locker room.
Yep.
He absolutely lost the locker room. Oops.
That's painful. That's painful.
I'll tell you somebody who has not lost the locker room is Robert Saleh.
True. True.
You know what? I will ask Jay this question. I've asked everybody this question, and even I cannot come up with an answer. And I've been a 49er fan and insider since 1981.
Okay.
How resilient is this team?
They have literally nobody. The whole team's been hurt, and yet here they are.
Yep.
Right
10-4. 10-4. If they
and they
win
still have
out,
a lot of flaws.
Man,
They have
Tennessee
no receiver of any
exposed.
consequence. McCaffrey
No.
is not a real true number one running back, in my opinion. Their
Right.
defense has been decimated by injuries.
And yet,
Here they are.
10-4.
10-4.
And if you've been paying
know
attention to this Brandon Ayuk saga, sounds like that's over now too.
It's over. It's over. They're going to get some new receivers in the draft, pending where, and I can say this, pending where they draft, because they're 10-4.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, and let's not forget Purdy's been out half the year.
So they're probably going to draft.
Purdy's been gone half the year. The offense was held together by Mac Jones of all people.
They're probably gonna draft like between like number 12 and number 13 like last year.
You know something? I sang a song yesterday before I closed out my stream, and Victor's
Was that
laughing.
before or after the Cowboys choked to the Vikings?
Before we didn't
before.
watch
It was
that
more.
game.
I didn't touch the Cowboys game.
Nope.
The season's upside down. The season's upside down. I hold the stereo. The season's upside down.
Now, the reason why I asked this question is because, and I want Jay's opinion on this because he knows this way more than I do. I had lots of people in the Discord that I'm part of, and yes, they were Panther fans,
I'm sorry.
gnashing their teeth and wringing their hands saying that this was home cooking. This game was rigged. The refs stole the game from the Panthers.
No.
At one point that they made of contention was that in one play, Bryce Young slid, got hit, but there was no penalty called. And then on the ensuing drive with the Saints, same thing happened.
Mhm.
They do the same thing, and there was a penalty. Not
Oh,
that
that was the right.
Yeah.
That was 100% right call. That was definitely roughing.
So I guess the question is, how come Bryce Young didn't get that call, but the other one did?
The other one was not nearly as severe as the one on the Saints.
The only
Come
other
on, let's not blame the referees for the Panthers choking dogs yesterday.
the other thing that came up was there was
You
this,
can't get swept by the Saints.
there was this really good punt return that the Panthers had that put them like right closer to 50, and then got called back late for an illegal block in the back.
I wasn't who actually watched that game since there were three other really good 425 games yesterday.
Yes.
I watched Lions and Rams, but I also had to keep my eye on that one since that was supposedly.
Well, then you also had Broncos.
Broncos Packers, which came down to the wire.
Broncos Packers. We finished that one.
Yep.
We finished that
by
one.
the way, boss, I got the projected draft order for what it could be.
Okay.
And your top 5 would be the Giants, Raiders, Titans, Browns, and Jets.
Okay.
The Panthers would pick 16th, San Francisco 27th.
Oh wow, that's about right.
Well, I mean,
that's
the Giants are not going to draft a quarterback more than likely, and this is a heavy quarterback draft. So the likelihood is that if they get anywhere near the top, they're going to trade down.
Right.
But the rest of them, everybody's going to draft a quarterback. The Raiders desperately need a quarterback.
Yes, they do.
And by the way, Vic,
get another quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah, by the way, Vic, if you're going to ask about it, Dallas is projected to be 14th right now.
I don't care.
They'll blow that too.
Well, for right now, they're also going to get 2026 too.
Is that the Packers pick? Is that the Packers pick?
That's a Packers pick.
Packers pick is actually currently 23rd.
Theirs and the Packers.
Yep.
Yeah, they get their own and the Packers pick. So.
Yeah, Packers are currently projected 23rd.
Okay.
Well, the Packers must have had 2 picks then.
I can't believe we're talking draft in December, but with some of the teams already being out of the playoffs, let's go all the way there. And this is a quarterback heavy draft class, as Jay mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the teams that desperately need a quarterback right now?
Raiders.
Browns
again.
Browns, of course.
Oh, speaking of which, how about that
Cardinals?
Jay?
Cardinals. Because you can't live on Jacoby Brissett.
No,
Kyler Murray's done with Kyler Murray's never going to play for the Cardinals again.
Nope.
Right.
Kyler Murray is finished.
Raiders, Cardinals, Dolphins,
Saints. I don't care what Shuck is doing right now. They need a quarterback.
How about the Dolphins? Are they in? Do you think the Dolphins are
drafting? It sounds like they're pretty well tied to Tua.
They're going to have to find something else because Tua might not be long.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins need to draft a quarterbay.
They need to because
they need to draft a quarterback because
my concern is not necessarily his play, is the fact that he can get it. He's another concussion waiting to happen.
Yep.
Do you think the Jets are in contention for quarterback?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, they are.
They have no quarterback. Justin
you know what?
Fields is being benched by an undrafted rookie. What does that tell you?
They have not. The Jets have not had. Now, listen to my sentence. And Ryan McCarthy, I want you to listen too. The Jets have not had an able-bodied, competent quarterback since a fella named Chad Pennington.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Sanchez got him to 2 AFC championship games.
I said competent.
Again, he got him to 2 AFC championship games back to back. What more do you want?
I'm not putting win the doggone things. That's what. And of course, I had to make that joke.
Win the thing. Then no quarterback is competent because the Jets haven't been there since Super Bowl III.
Yep. And
Joe Willie.
Not to mention one of those championship games, he had the win, and the kicker kicked it 5 miles to the right.
5 miles right. Yep. That was 90. That was 98. Yes, I know about the history of of Santos. He did get them to 2 AFC.
I was gonna ask Jay about how about that. I was gonna ask Jay about how about that Shadur Sanders.
He's not the answer. They need a quarterback.
But okay, so here's my
Who
question.
do they draft?
Do you think they go
that's the thing that and I think there's a lot of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of names in this draft. There's not a lot of good There's not a lot. There's maybe 2 or 3 good quarterbacks. I mean, you're talking about Garrett. A lot of people have Garrett Nussmeier up there. Is he a good quarterback? No, he's not. Is Drew Aller a good quarterback? No, he's not. But he's at the top of the list in draft rooms.
Right.
Is Dante Moore a good quarterback? We'll find out in the playoff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is and speaking of good quarterbacks, I mean Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. But does he look? When you look at Fernando Mendoza, does he look like an NFL quarterback?
I think he does right now.
He looks like he's going to get broken in half. Just from a physical standpoint, he looks like he'll get broken in half if he gets hit. And going to a bad team
is not helping.
You get hit a lot.
Here's the other thing, though, and I would say this: shouldn't Carolina be like chomping at the bit for a new quarterback? Because Bryce Young, I think, is done. I
don't think he's the answer, but I doubt they're going to draft a quarterback
because
I think they don't want to go through that again, and they already screwed it up technically.
They did.
He was not the number 1 pick that year.
Mm-mm.
Well, the other thing is that they didn't put a team around him or a line around him.
And don't forget, they used all those resources to get him.
Yes.
Yeah.
They haven't given him anybody to throw the ball to.
They haven't given anything to the ball to. They haven't given a line to protect him. The only shining star right now is someone that we had, Enrico Dowdle.
Oh. Well, Ted Rode McMillan's actually played pretty well this year.
When he can catch, because yesterday he.
But he's not a number 1. He is not a number 1.
Yeah, that's what I think. If you're talking Carolina, I think Carolina needs a number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, because he can catch. He's good when he can catch.
And they need a tight end.
Tight end, yes.
All your better teams have really good tight ends.
And I'm just saying that, Jay, say that position again. That a lot
tight
of
end.
Tight end.
I'm put out here right now. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Colston Loveland.
Oh yeah,
he's got some hands.
Love Colston Loveland. I love that kid. But when they have Colston Loveland, they also have Cole Kmet, and Kmet's not getting a lot of touches.
And Cole Kmet got hurt.
Do the Bears finally surrender and use it to? Yeah. Do the Bears finally surrender and use the 2 tight end setup?
I think they do.
Like they were supposed to do.
They're using it now because Cole Kmet, even though he's not getting a lot of touches, he's getting like the more meaningful touches. Like they go to Colston because they know he can burn. So if they go long situations, but like for sure catches, they go to Cole Kmet. Okay. And I like how they use it. It reminds me a lot of Greg Olsen and Desmond Clark back in the day.
Right.
When they were the 2 tight end monsters. So I think because this is just Colston's rookie season. So I think next year they're going to like really start.
I can see that. I can dig that.
And guess what they didn't use? DJ Moore.
See, this is where I have fun. This is where I have fun with Jay because Jay was the first to put this in my head.
And don't forget all the pushback I used to get too about this.
Yes.
You and me. Listen, Damian Hernandez gives me so much pushback when I do this. When I do this joke, and I'm going to do it now, and I'm going to get a laugh out of Jen when I do this. When I mean it, I mean every word of this. I use this as a joke, but I mean every word of this. Dear Chicago Bears, you have risked, mortgaged, flattened, yeeted away, and blown the hell up your entire future for DJ Moore. And Victor, do not ask me where I found that picture. I found it by accident.
I mean, look. The one thing I will always remember DJ Moore for, and it's something that I think both you and Jay will find funny. is when he catches the touchdown.
Love you, baby.
And takes his helmet off on the field, knowing that that's going to put a penalty on you.
And send your kicker back away.
And send your kicker back for him to miss the field goal and basically doom the Panthers.
And they lost the game to Atlanta. And
I find that is the most hilarious DJ Moore moment. That's up there with Milton Bradley throwing the baseball into the stands when there were only 2 outs.
Speaking of baseball, yes, we talk baseball.
Baseball? No one talks about baseball. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not. Listen, I'll bring back an old. I'll bring back something old that Jay and I had to. I'll deal with. I'll say deal with, and I'm being nice.
Okay.
When I was living in North Carolina and I got hooked up with Jay, the first thing I was told by my old producer was not to talk about baseball, and I immediately pushed back and said, "Why?" His answer.
The only time that he ever mentioned the word baseball was when Hank Aaron died.
Yep. And we did a special.
And he says, I feel like we should talk about Hank Aaron since he died. Mm-hmm. You think?
That was his statement to me and to Jay. I asked him why. I said, why can't we talk about, I said, why can't we talk about baseball on my show?
Right.
His answer pissed me off.
Because no one talks about baseball.
Those are his exact words to Jay and to me.
I remember this.
He said this a month after Hank Aaron died, and we did the Hank Aaron special. He said, no one listens or talks about baseball. So you know what Jay and I did for a solid month of Mondays? Baseball. We did nothing but baseball.
I can talk about that. Everybody considers this the offseason of baseball. I'm addicted to this time of year in baseball.
Right?
Listen, all I got to say are 2 names that have ruined the franchise forever. Mm-hmm. Edwin Diaz and Pete Alonso. Gone from New York.
Mets. Nice job, Mets.
Nice job.
Hey, have fun in Baltimore. Do you know how many home runs he's going to hit in Baltimore?
Do you know how much they're going to miss him?
55, 60.
That ballpark is like half the size of Citi Field.
You know how many times
he's going to hit like 600 home runs.
Juan Soto's going to be walked 1 million times this year.
Mm-hmm.
I just found that funny because I was so hoping for Jay to be on because you're in the city. You're in Carolina. I was born off the base, but all I can think of is like how some people were saying this was robbery, this was rigged.
Mm-hmm.
This, the refs
was not.
There were so many penalties, but I was like, they were like, this is the refs rigged this game for the Panthers. I'm like, why? Why do people
blame yourselves for going down there and laying an egg and getting swept by a team that's now, what are they now, 4-10?
You got owned by Spencer Rattler.
But Victor, to answer your question, it's because people are the NFL has conditioned everyone. They've conditioned the people watching the game that if a guy slides, you can't touch him, right. And that's not true. If you slide late, you're gonna get hit. If you slide and give yourself up way early, then a guy can't just come and tattoo you. It's all about intent and where you're situated. Mm-hmm. Yep. So fans will look at it and they'll look at the aftermath of, our guy got hit. Yeah, but if you slide into somebody's knee, you're going to get hit.
And the thing is, Bryce has never really been good in terms of running and sliding. He's either slid too early or too late, but he's never really been good at, sliding and running.
That's the other aspect of it is the actual slide, because some people slide and it looks like they're still running, but they're actually sliding. So people need to be taught how to slide correctly. I mean, this has been a practice in the NFL for a long time of sliding practice. Like there are a lot of people that don't know how to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I think Josh Allen's been know how to do that fairly well. Dak's been able to do that, somewhat well. When he slides, he slides.
Well, I know he's not a shill of his former self, but nobody did it. Nobody did the slide better than Russell Wilson, and that was because of his baseball experience.
Back in Seattle, yeah, he knew how to run and slide very well in Seattle. And you're muted, dude.
Muted.
Dadgummit. Russell Wilson knew how to slide because he played the game.
Because he played baseball.
I forgot I had to turn and look at a package that I had in here. I am sorry about that. Russell Wilson played baseball. He knew how to slide. For a while, Colin Kaepernick, same thing.
Colin Clownpernick.
Except he elected later on in his career not to slide like a dummy.
Well, he got exiled out of the league for no reason.
And maybe you guys can help me on this, but what is now this thing of quarterbacks trying to lay blocks on defenders?
Like Drake May, perhaps.
Hey,
I'll go into the foxhole with that dude any day if he's willing to throw like that.
Did you see what he did yesterday? I mean, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can get away with it.
Because I'm like, at this point, it's like, ask him to get hit.
There was a game a few. It was either last week or the week before where a quarterback threw a pick and went to go make the tackle, and they called the guy who ran him over for roughing the passer.
But he's running. He's not a passer.
And I was like, what are you talking about roughing? I was like, the quarterback's trying to tackle him, and he ran him over.
Right.
Like, but quarterbacks know that they can do that, and they can circle back. But if you hit if the quarterback comes to block you and you take him out, you're going to get the flag 99% of that time.
I've seen blocks being laid by the quarterback. I've seen Caleb do it. I've seen Justin Fields do it. And I'm like, what are you guys doing?
I saw Drake May do it.
Y'all not linemen?
Justin Fields tried to do it and got leveled.
That's why he's being benched by an undrafted rookie.
Mm-hmm. Justin Fields. Let me say this again. I saw him do it at Ohio State. I saw him do it with the Bears. Mm-hmm. And I think I saw him do it with the Steelers. Justin Fields tried to run downfield to lay a block and got laid out like a fool.
Because Justin Fields doesn't have the type of body structure where he can do that. He's very wiry. He's not a beefy quarterback. And most quarterbacks aren't beefy, but they do have like that body strength where it's like, if I put my shoulder on you, you're gonna feel it.
And he got laid out in the SEC championship game on a fake punt.
Yep.
True.
He got whacked on a fake punt.
I'm just like confused. Like, why are you guys doing stuff like that? And then, like I said before, Bryce Young, he's so consistently inconsistent, I think is the best word to describe Bryce Young.
Thank you, Deeds, for that term. Consistently inconsistent.
Because he'll have one game where he looks amazing, and he have one game where he looks like trash. I'm like, you trying to is he trying to be next Shedeur Sanders, or Shedeur Sanders trying to be next Bryce Young? I don't know.
How bad, Jay, did the Cleveland Browns fail with their quarterback draft this past season?
Do we have to ask this past year or every year since they've been back?
For time constraints, we can. Jay, I'll have you on for a special where we.
They haven't had a quarterback in years.
They haven't had a quarterback since they came back. All right.
Well, they gave up on Dylan Gabriel. They gave up on Dylan Gabriel.
Absolutely gave up.
I mean, and the biggest question is why.
My biggest question is why did they give so much guaranteed money to Deshaun Watson?
That's what killed him. That's what killed him.
Yeah, we knew Deshaun Watson wasn't going to play all year, but they failed to prepare. They failed to prepare Dylan Gabriel. They threw him to the Wolves, and then they pulled him for no reason.
I'm not even talking about Deshaun Watson's troubles, and I'm talking about since the day they signed him, when they had no reason whatsoever to give him all that guaranteed money.
He has not played.
No reason to sign him.
He has not.
Well, yeah. Well, this year he tore his ACL, so he's
probably never going to play for the Browns again.
I got a piece of breaking news here. Speaking of baseball, Adolis Garcia is leaving Texas. He is headed for Philadelphia.
Wow.
Just what the Phillies need, another player.
According to, because they just recently signed Kyle Schwarber, Adolis Garcia, according to Jeff Passan from ESPN, this is breaking news. Adolis Garcia and the Philadelphia Phillies are finalizing a 1-year, $10 million contract. The 32-year-old was non-tendered by Texas and will look for a bounce-back season in the middle of Philadelphia's lineup. Again, Adolis Garcia, 1-year, $10 million deal, and he will sign with the Philadelphia Phillies.
So they basically traded Kyle Schwarber for.
Well, Schwarber's still there.
Schwarber signed.
Schwarber stayed.
Schwarber signed 5 years, $193 million.
There you go.
Schwarber stayed. While we're talking about baseball, and yes, to the person who told us not to talk about it, we're talking about it anyway. What Philadelphia needs is some pitching.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not done yet.
All right, I hope not. Damien, I didn't acknowledge the Fanatics feedback zone, and I apologize for that for the entire show. Ryan McCoffey's with us. Damian Hernandez, the crafty southpaw, is with us. Dominic Orsini says, funny hearing Pats fans cry about officiating after Brady got calls for 20 years. Ain't that the truth? And I know I'm going to get hit with a couch from the dog for that, although this couch is going to be made of steel. Napoleon Jonamite with the Kirk Cousins comment. Hassan Chop, HT Gamer says, hi there, guys. Happy holidays. Of course, we got our trending hashtag climb for Chris. Gina MPF is with us, and I think that's everybody. Kenneth Clark popped in with us, and I think that's everybody. I apologize for not acknowledging you guys. We were just on such a roll this morning, and Dylan Gabriel's, but I'm gonna make a joke for Caleb Hernandez and for Damian Hernandez. I beg
Caleb Hernandez.
I gave away the joke.
Well, this show's gone to hell in a handbasket.
That sounds about right. Hey, Jay.
I'm gonna go with it. Hey, Caleb Hernandez, your quarterback for the Bears suck. Okay.
Oh,
whoa.
Hey,
right.
Hey, Jay, I got something funny. I got something funny to end the show on.
Go ahead.
Have y'all seen the latest musings out of Seattle?
No.
About what?
About Seattle crying about how they have 10 wins and the NFC South champion is going to have a losing record.
Yeah. And
dear Seattle, you're the one team that can't make that statement.
Because
they had a
Seahawks did it. They had a losing record in 2010, 7-9, and they hosted a playoff game. And
we got a war coming up on Thursday night, by the way.
Yeah, we do.
We actually gonna have a really good Thursday night game.
And I'm gonna put my ears and microphone to it. Rams and Seahawks on Thursday. That's a special Thursday night call.
And what happens tonight?
Who cares?
Because you might get a Mike Tomlin losing season tonight.
Look. You want to know what I think about tonight's game?
We do not care.
Funny thing, neither does he.
That's for me and Jody.
Funny
and the kids, and the kids, even though they don't like they don't like sports.
Here's the funny
and
thing.
Pizzle doesn't even care.
Pizzle doesn't even care.
Funny thing is,
tell you something.
Either. Tomlin does not care either. He's ready to leave. He's ready to leave Pittsburgh.
Oh, jeez. Jay Spivey is with us every single Monday. You can hear his takes. We're going to do a special section for him on YouTube and all of our audio channels. Jay, thank you, brother, so much for coming on with us. We appreciate you.
All right, guys. You're welcome.